So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
11.
Stroud in the air to start us off. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
18, what's that?
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. And goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Give him 8 on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Why Tony? 18. Let the hot.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He rolls to his right. Right side cut by Higgins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down. A gain of 7. And the Texans.
First give on the ground. It's Woody Marks. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Steelers' 31-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Oh, ready. 18, what's that?
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. So what happened there, partner? It looked like he'd found an early rhythm on that opening series until that last throw.
Yeah, fine line between confidence, which he certainly had, and rhythm, and then also just unwise decision-making forcing that pick.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. He's going to have this one down to the 28. 35 on the pickup. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
88, 318.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he dodged the tackle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
It's Johnson on second down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He drives this down to the 8 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Check. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos.
Seven oh Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up, bitch, we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free out, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like, oh, man. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Pittsburgh. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
First carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll work this forward to the 30. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Look at how. Oh, right. 11, 18. What's that?
From the gun, here's Stroud. Rolling right. Taking off. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard.
18. What's that?
And he's got it. Remove the chains. 1st down at the 47.
A gain of 4
Mike,
yards.
you want to convert on 3rd down? Get the ball in your hands of your best players. And this guy, he is a playmaker. Whether it's out catching passes like he's used to, or working as a runner instead.
Throw left side, taken in by Kirk.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Peyton Roten that time in on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Here we go. Hey, uno more. Swap. Mother swap. Hey, uno. Look at hot.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14. Now Mixon, and he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Patrick Queen, the linebacker, they're on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From 29, here's 2nd and 8.
How was that? 18. What's that?
Stroud going to set up the throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Throwing is Stroud. That's caught. One of the Steelers has it.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
First and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10.
First down for Aaron. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Metcalf reels it in on the right side.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The master of play action, Rodgers. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
I mean, what a start to this game throwing the ball. I mean, I don't think the ball's hit the ground yet, Mike. I mean, he's 4 for 4. And now he's got his offense set up here early with first and goal.
They'll run with Johnson. And he will score! Touchdown, Steelers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Steelers 7, Texans nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3 with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On second down, Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, We've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And the Texans are going to get the football back as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So after one, it's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch a ball. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official.
It's 4th down.
Whoa. 19 Texas. Why Tony?
On 4th down, Stroud. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Metcalf pulls in that one. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one from 43 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
26-yard line.
Look at hot. 11. Buggy.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring it down.
Oh, he thought he had a man across the field, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 12.
Throwing is Howard. Here's a screen set up for Warren. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Texans nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 10. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
All right. Nike Texas.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Off he goes. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take it
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is T.J. Watt. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
And the Texans first down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. To the left side, and caught by Schultz. And he's not going to get too far and tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And for the 3rd, and now he loses the football. And they're going to get this one back. Wouldn't that be something? Double turnovers, but instead, they'll keep possession after the interception. They'll throw on 1st down with Howard. Catch made, right side by Wilson.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Howard. That's out wide to Warren. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Steeler first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Penn State. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Stop. 18. What's up? Look hot.
On first down, it's Stroud. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18. 11.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Hey, uno. Hey, south. Look hot.
Stroud to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
The result of the play is a turnover on down.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Howard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
Good for a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down throw from Rodgers. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. The Texans are going to have it just past their 25.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Tony.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That one is caught by Collins. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
Get 300! 258! They'll run straight ahead with Warren. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 70, go! Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Here's Rudolph. The open man is Wilson. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now, faking the give. He'll get this out wide.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And now they're faced with a fourth and goal. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers open it up a bit further. They now lead 20-0.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, Tony. Here we go.
Now Stroud finding space at the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's first and 10. Here's Stroud.
First down, Texans.
Throw on the run is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They will work the middle with Mixon. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 15. First down for Houston.
And the Texans first down.
On play action, Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Look at hot.
A second down throw for Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On third down, here's a run by Mixon. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a first down picked up.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Now he takes off. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
First down. First and goal, Houston.
Back to throw. Stroud. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. Third and goal coming up. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. This one caught it before. This has been quite the drive. 3 points kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Stroud. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
So the decision to go for 2 pays off. He's in, and we have a 12-point game. Just 2 scores down. This is really taking a chance. With a quarter plus to play, they line up for an onside kick.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the 3rd quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
On this first down, it's Johnson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
And now 2nd and
6. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Waller. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9.
58. 26.
From the gun, Rodgers. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
First and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points,
and he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. On the quick slant, they find Dell. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
First down, Houston.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It is second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's loose set downs. He picked up the first down.
And the Texans
Tony?
Now, Stroud. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Throwing on second down, Stroud. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down. Right back to Marks on first down. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a pickup with 6.
They'll go play action with Stroud. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First down, Texans.
Carry now for Marks. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go.
And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
Gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
Stroud going to set up to throw. That one caught by Tank Dell. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This is a situation where you just have to be a little bit more decisive with the ball in your hand. I mean, at some point, it's got to come out. You cannot continue to stress your protection over time like he did here. And to take that hit after that amount of time, that falls completely on the shoulders of the quarterback.
Little quick pass to the receiver, heading right to the goal line and in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. 2-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set. The shotgun, it's A-Rob. That one backed away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The drive for 2 does not work. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
18. Why Tony?
Now Stroud. This one's going to be taken in by Collins. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And now he loses the football. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
11. 18. Look the hot.
To throw, it's Stroud. They go right back to Collins. He's got it again. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
That's another Texans first down. It's a gain of 10.
On first down, it's Stroud.
First down.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Second and a yard. At the 47.
A second down throw for Stroud. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards.
Stroud to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. On first and 10, it's Warren. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's good for 27 and a first down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Steelers, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And they're going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They use a little home cooking.